I'm Tara Schwartz. Welcome back to Health Matters on CJAD 800. It is not every day that the mayor of a borough in Montreal implicates themselves in a fundraising campaign to help their community. But that is just what the Lachine mayor has done. She has become the co-chair for the $5 million fundraising campaign called Dream Big Lachine Hospital. That money will provide state of the art equipment for a new modernized Lachine hospital, which is a really big deal if you live in Lachine or anywhere in the West Island for that matter. Maya Vodanovic is the mayor of Lachine and she joins us now. Hello there.
Good morning, Tara.
So I mentioned above that it is rare for an elected official to become part of a fundraising campaign. Why did you decide to become co-chair of this Lachine Hospital Foundation campaign?
Because to me, there's nothing more important than the health of the people you love. I mean, when someone is sick and they go to the hospital, you want them to have the best care possible. That's why I'm here.
Now, healthcare can be challenging in all parts of the province. We've certainly seen that through the COVID-19 pandemic more than ever. What has the situation been like in Lachine in terms of healthcare these last years?
Well, we've had trouble recruiting. People,
Hmm.
people were leaving. We had shortages of nurses like everywhere else. And
Yeah.
in French, we say inhalothérapeute. We're missing.
Yes.
We had to close down our emergency for a while and at night. So that was it was hard. And so we're still struggling to keep, to keep all our staff and to have everything running because there's a
Now, it
shortage
did.
of. Yes, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, it did take years to finally get the first shovel in the ground at Lachine Hospital, but that happened. So, how do you feel this new modernized hospital will help residents of Lachine and all of the West Island?
Oh, it's going to help tremendously. Well, we've been fighting for this like for over 10 years. We were afraid the hospital would close. We were so worried. And then MUHC came to the rescue and we were so happy. And then, the funds weren't, we knew there were funds that were coming, but they weren't secure. They weren't secure. We didn't know. So for years there was this insecurity. And then there was security for the funds, and then everything was delayed. And now finally, we know it's happening. We've seen the drawings. We approved the plans at the city, so we're starting to build. So everyone is feeling very relieved, and we think that a new hospital with state of the art equipment will attract a lot of doctors and nurses, and people will want to come and work there.
We're speaking with Lachine Mayor Maya Vodanovic. We're talking about a new state-of-the-art hospital in Lachine. You mentioned it a little bit. Were you worried that the hospital actually wasn't going to get renovated? That is a fear that you had?
Yes, well, a lot of the citizens had that fear. We were
Okay.
afraid that it was going to close. So a lot of people were mobilized for many years. Petitions were going around, and we didn't want to become just a clinic. We're a community hospital, and now with the fact that we're connected to McGill, so a university hospital on top of that, with all the research that involves, and so we know we're going to be the best of the best, which is it's even better than what we dreamt of and what we hoped for. So we're going to keep fighting to make it the best possible hospital on the West Island.
I want to touch on something that you said because I think that most people, or many people, don't know that the Lachine Hospital is under the umbrella of the McGill University Health Center. So, what does that connection bring? What does that connect? Because Lachine is such a wonderful community hospital, and the MUHC is this, number one research hospital in Quebec. What does that connection bring?
Well, we become like a campus. We're an offshoot, a wing of MUHC, which to me is tremendous. We're going to have the best doctors, the best research, and I know we're already specialized at the hospital for all the eyes and the cataracts. So that means I know now that if ever we have an issue, well, you go to our hospital, and it's going to be the best possible care because we're connected to McGill University, which is, by the way, my alma mater, and I'm very proud of McGill. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, community hospital, the thing about Lachine that's so wonderful, if you've been to Lachine Hospital, it is a wonderful community hospital. The staff love to work there. Everybody does feel
Yeah.
community. But this is going to be a hospital, considering how it's going to be built, doubling in size, new ER, new operating rooms, new patient rooms, private patient rooms. This is going
Yes.
to be a hospital that's going to serve the entire West Island. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yes. Well, my dad was there at the hospital, and I remember when we entered, he was kind of trucked a bit everywhere, and then when we landed at the Lachine Hospital for care, my mom was like, where are we? Is this like paradise? People were bringing us juice and coffee, and there was like this peace at the hospital, and we're like, wow, this is just amazing. And I think this is going to be preserved because the hospital is going to be overlooking the LaSalle Park, and the LaSalle Park has mature trees. It's beautiful. It's very, very large. So there's going to be a whole wing at the last floor that's going to be palliative care. So we've increased the palliative care, and every room is a single room, and it's going to be overlooking the mature trees. So I think that is something that is going to be wonderful, and I think people will always feel welcome because it's still a small hospital. It's not a mega
Hmm.
big hospital. It is small, and there is something, small is beautiful, and it's welcoming.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It really is. I've been there before, and I just think it's a lovely community hospital. It really describes it well. Now, construction means growing pains. It's
Yes.
always the case, whether it's your home, anything that you need to renovate. What are your words of advice during the 3-year build for residents who are going to be looking for care and for employees who are dealing with a lack of parking, which we know has been is a difficult thing for people who are used to
Yes.
having it?
We're doing everything we can to free up parking. I've even called the school board, to see if we can use some of their parking that's close. I've even talked to new buildings that have gone up that have parking in the basements to see can we use that while they're still looking for tenants. Can we use them because during the construction, there's going to be, machineries on the parking lot, so it's going to be difficult. MUHC has proposed, they've actually built a parking for their doctors and visitors on the corner of 6th Avenue and St. Louis. It's a bit far. I mean, it's a large parking, and there's a shuttle bus that's going to be taking everybody there. I see it's already being used. So that's good, but I think we do need to find some more parking around. So I'm looking with my services at the city and with everybody else how we could help to alleviate the stress of looking for parking during the construction.
Maya Vodanovic is the mayor of Lachine. She's also the co-chair of the Dream Big Lachine Hospital fundraising campaign, which is raising $5 million. Tell us a little bit about this fundraising campaign, Maya.
Well, I've started fundraising ever since I became mayor, fundraising for the hospital, and I must say I enjoy it. I like it. I like to talk to people, and when people say, "Can we do something for Lachine? Can we can we help you somehow?" And I said, "Yes, you can help the hospital." Because a lot of companies are coming to, the Amazon came to Lachine, and they said, "What could we do for the community?" I said, "You know what? We have a hospital. You could help us with that." So now I know other companies are calling me, they're investing. So I won't tell you everything, but every chance I get, I say to them, we have a hospital and we want to keep it. And now we have it, and now we want to make it the best it can be. So I really enjoy, because I meet a lot of people, I meet a lot of companies. So I think I can help in that way.
Now, if you want to help, if you live in Lachine or anywhere in the West Island and you want to join Maya on this journey to raise $5 million for state-of-the-art equipment for Lachine Hospital, you can do it. You can get involved. All you have to do is go to lachinehospitalfoundation.ca. lachinehospitalfoundation.ca. You can get all kinds of information on this wonderful campaign, what's going to happen to the hospital, and you can get involved because I think that's really wonderful. Last words to you, Maya. How excited are you in terms of being able to see the final product? 3 years away, but it must be an
Yeah.
exciting feeling.
Well, I think it was very exciting to have, we keep saying we're going to do this, and when people came on on Friday. People came to Lachine to town hall. You know, the hospital, the doctors were there, the citizens were there, and we gave a speech. We showed the new hospital, and then it was really real. You know, when when citizens off the street came in and said, "Hey, this is happening," and they're joining us to say we're going to do this together. So it's a start, and it's going to be an adventure.
Lachine Mayor Maya Vodanovic, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Tara.